Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Kyodokan. I'm Ryusei. Today I explain about dried kelp kombu. Kombu has been one of the essential ingredients in Japanese cuisine for long years. Kombu is the base of many Japanese dishes. I'll introduce how I use kombu and I'll talk about the difference between them and history and geography. In this video, I'll ask 3 questions. I hope this will be interesting and informative and you will enjoy Japanese food culture. Yes, let's go. These are today's kombu. Makombu, Rishiri kombu, Raus kombu, and Hidaka kombu. Suddenly, first question. Where is the main production area of kombu? As you know, Japan is surrounded by the ocean. There are many seaweed food culture all over Japan. And the second famous place for kombu is Sanriku region. The answer of main production area of kombu is Hokkaido. Is it easy question? 95% kombu is grown in Hokkaido. And second question, long years ago, dashi culture flourished in Kyoto. What was the main way to ship kombu from Hokkaido to Kyoto about 200 years ago? The answer is boats, and these boats are called kitamaebune. Kitamaebune is quite important to understand Japanese food culture and history. Long years ago, Sea of Japan was used as a shipping route. Merchants of kitamaebune bought and sold the supplies these ports. And they shipped not only things but also culture to other places. The culture brought by kitamaebune remains in lots of places today. While you are traveling in Japan, you may find a traditional seafood dish even if you are in inland area. And then kombu spread to all Japan and China. This dish is kubu irichi, which is traditional food in Okinawa. The harvest of kombu is low in Okinawa, but the consumption is large. This is influenced by kitamaebune. And Fukui and Toyama Prefecture are also large consumption areas of kombu. Kitamaebune made a big impact to Japanese food culture. Next, we'll watch the differences between these kombu. First, I'll make dashi with mizu dashi. Mizu dashi means just adding kombu in the water for 6 to 8 hours. Also, it takes a time to extract the flavor. We can get sensitive and elegant dashi. This time depends on the temperature. If it's winter, it may take 10 hours to get an ideal flavor. 6 hours later, the kombu becomes bigger than before. Kobudashi is done. I transfer them to the glasses. The look of them is transparent and clear. In fact, it is difficult to recognize the differences. Let's taste them. I can recognize the differences of the taste. All of them is sensitive and delicate flavor. But I feel gentle sweetness and richness from makombu and rishiri kombu. And complex flavor from Raus kombu. And I feel a little bitterness from Hidaka kombu. The smell of kombu is ocean and seaweed. I smell a little bit sweetness from makombu. And the smell of Hidaka kombu is a little bit weaker. This is my opinion. And my favorite mitsudashi kombu is makombu and rishiri kombu. Mitsudashi is very delicate and sensitive. We get into the pure flavor of the ingredients. Next, I'll talk about the growing areas. Makombu grows in southern Hokkaido. It is the highest quality in Japanese kombu. Makombu was presented to the emperor for a long time. And makombu has another name of Yamadashi kombu. The tribe of Yamadashi kombu was shipped across the mountain to the emperor. And the mountain is called Yama in Japanese. This is my favorite kombu. Next, Rishiri kombu. It grows in northern Hokkaido. This region is called Rishiri. So the kombu is called Rishiri kombu. This kombu has also a long history. Rishiri kombu was shipped to Kyoto by Kitamae Bune. I'll introduce the way of extracting the flavor of a heat later. The dashi of Rishiri kombu is clear and transparent. This elegant look was loved in Kyoto. Next, Ryusei kombu. This grows in eastern Hokkaido. This region is also called Ryusei. There is a World Heritage Shiretoko National Park in this area. The feature of Ryusei kombu is dark red color. Ryusei kombu, Rishiri kombu, and makombu are Japanese three greatest kombu. They are so popular and high quality kombu, which is used in Japanese traditional kaiseki restaurants. Finally, Hidaka kombu. Hidaka kombu grows in this area, and this region is called Hidaka. The flavor of Hidaka kombu is weaker than them, but of course, it is good to make dashi as well. I recommend to use this dashi for simmer dishes. And the feature of Hidaka kombu is soft. So this is best for eating kombu as tsukudani, nimame, and oden. And this is musubi kombu. Musubu means tie. This is an auspicious food in Japan. Next, I'll introduce another way of making kobudashi. We can get the richer and thicker kobudashi. Yes, let's go. I soak 20 grams of kombu in 1000 grams of cold water and let it stand for at least 1 hour. 1 hour later, the kombu spread. The color turned light green. I turn on the heat and turn down to the low. I heat it gradually to 60 degrees and keep this temperature for 1 hour. This is best temperature to make pure taste and beautiful dashi. If it's too high, the dashi becomes cloudy. The heat is the lowest. And if the temperature raises, I turn off the heat. I control the temperature carefully. 1 hour later, I taste kobudashi. Delicious. I remove the kombu and turn up the heat. Once it starts to boil, I turn down the heat and skim off the foam. This is important to make clear dashi. Okay, kobudashi is done. I did all of them in the same way. The look of the left one is apparently different from others. This dashi is made from makombu, and the others are clear and transparent. The right one, Hidaka kombu, is slightly green color. Let's taste them. The smell and flavor of them is thicker and richer than mizudashi. Makombu, Rishiri kombu, and Ryusei kombu are rich and thick taste. But makombu and Rishiri kombu have elegant flavor too. And this makombu has sweetness. I'm sure this makombu is amazing. In fact, the taste changes the grade of kombu, but today my favorite kombu is makombu. Rishiri kombu is sensitive and elegant, so it is good for clear soup and vegetable dishes. And the Ryusei kombu has a bit strong flavor, so it's good for simmer dish and rich taste using thick soy sauce koikuchi. However, today's kombu is all amazing and good for various menus. Kombu is a very interesting and essential ingredient in Japanese cuisine. And this is the last question. What food do you imagine to use kombu? From now, I'll introduce many dishes use the kombu. Yes, let's go. Kombu is very important to make dashi with bonito flakes or without bonito flakes for vegan people. This is the base of Japanese cuisine. We use dashi to make soup, simmered dish, chawamushi, and hot pot. And we use kombu for popular meat dishes, sukiyaki and shabu-shabu as well. And use dashi for the sauce, agedashi tofu, tempura, and ochazuke. Kombu is important flavor of ponzu sauce. Do you know kobujime? Kobujime is kind of sashimi. The raw fish is sandwiched by kombu. This elegant and rich flavor is amazing. It is an extremely luxury menu. And this is steamed dish sakamushi. I place kombu below the fish and steam it. This dish is also sensitive and delicate. Sakamushi is made from asari clam as well. This stock is called ushiojiru. Ushiojiru is soup which is made from kombu and seafoods. This clear soup is sometimes served in kaiseki restaurants. And we use kombu for making pickles. The flavor of kombu goes well with the vegetables. It is one of the popular sweet vinegar turnip pickles in Kyoto. This is kabu no senmaizuke. And this is Japanese traditional and unique pickles, nukazuke. Finally, this is Japanese simplest pickles, asazuke. It is good for daily meals. The flavor of it is simple, but the kombu elevates the flavor of the vegetables. In Japan, kombu is really valuable and essential ingredient. Thank you. Did you enjoy? I'm sure I could make this video well, and I wish this video was interesting and informative for you. And I'm keep learning about kombu. If I get more information, I'll make part 2. Thank you for watching till the end. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a nice day. See you later.